development and life cycle. We know if there is a human baby, it resembles to the human. Am I correct? If there is a small cat, if there is a puppy, it resembles to dog. In the same way, we know most of the young ones that resembles to their parents. A small chick, it resembles to hen. Like that, almost all the organisms, it resembles to their parents. But there are some young ones that has no similarity with their parents. For example, have you seen the young ones of frog? Or have you seen what comes out when a butterfly lays egg? The young ones that comes in these cases that don't resemble their parents. So we will call them as larvae. If the young ones has no similarity with their parents, then we can call them as larvae. So now we are going to learn about the life cycle of two organisms. Okay, firstly let us learn the life cycle of frog. We have seen frog. Do you remember in frog which type of fertilization occurs? We know in frog external fertilization occurs. I have explained to you what is external fertilization. A male frog sends sperm to water. Female frog sends ovum to water. Both releases sperm and ovum to water. In water they will meet. Fusion of male gamete and female gamete takes place inside the water, or takes place in water. So we can say that is an example for external fertilization. Now let us study the life cycles completely. After the external fertilization, there will be fertilized egg. That from the fertilized egg hatches out into tadpole. What we get from the egg of frog, we get a tadpole, or when the egg of frog hatches out, we get tadpole. Tadpole don't resembles to frog. Then with which it resembles to a fish. You might have seen that tadpoles are swimming in water. You might have seen. So these tadpoles have no similarity with frog. So gradually, after many days, through a number of processes, what happens? They change it to adult frog. The number of changes will be there. They lose the swimming capacity, and they lose his tail and body itself. We know how does the tadpole with the shape of fish changes to a frog. Large number of noticeable changes are there. So all the changes together we can call it as metamorphosis. What is metamorphosis? Metamorphosis is the process in which a larva changes into adult frog. It is a process in which a larva changes to adult. Not only frog, any organisms, if they are changing from larva to adult, what we can say? We can call it as metamorphosis. Is it clear? Remember, the young one of frog, that means tadpole, that don't resembles to frog, it resembles to a fish. Okay, it can swim in water just like fish, and later through a number of changes they become the adult frog. That is known as metamorphosis. Hope it is clear about the life cycle of frog. Life cycle of frog: adult frog lays eggs, then the fish like tadpole forms. After that it becomes adult, they lay eggs, become tadpole, become adult. So this is the life cycle of frog. Hope it is clear. Now let us study the life cycle of butterfly. If you have seen butterfly, how beautiful butterfly is. So do you know what is the larvae form of butterfly? It is not much attractive, or it is not much beautiful. It looks like a web. So let us see step by step. First one, adult butterfly lays eggs in the leaves where this larvae can get the nutrients. Okay, so this adult butterfly lays eggs in the leaves where they can get the nutrients. So they have laid the eggs. After laying the eggs, we know eggs hatch out into larvae of butterfly. How is the larvae of butterfly? Do you know? Larvae of butterfly looks like worms. Larvae of butterfly looks like worms. And another one specialty is there. Once the larvae is formed, they are very vigorously they eat the grass, or they vigorously they take the food. As a result, the growth of the caterpillar completes. Once the growth is completed, what happens? They will take a shelter under the leaf by keeping its head down. By keeping the head down, they will be resting under a leaf. In this stage what happens? They produce a liquid fluid from their body, and that will cover its body. So that fluid, it is known as cocoon. Fluid is known as cocoon. With the cocoon, it covers its body. Okay, and this stage of butterfly is known as pupa. Now what we call for it? We call it as pupa. In the pupa stage, that caterpillar will not move, will not take any food. It won't feed, it won't take any food. So it will be fully covered with cocoon, but inside there will be a number of changes that taken place. Now according to you, what is there inside the cocoon? Inside the cocoon there is a caterpillar, a worm, that has taken a number of changes in the pupa stage. So once the changes has been completed inside, what happens? This pupa will be broken by the butterfly and it comes out. So that butterfly breaks this pupa and it comes out. Again, once the butterfly gets matured, it lays the egg. That eggs will hatch out as caterpillar, caterpillar undergo cocoon, then it will be in the stage of pupa. Later once again it comes out as adult. This is the life cycle of butterfly. Hope it is clear. So hope you have understood the life cycle of butterfly and life cycle of frog. Okay, next we can study in another class.